Today we're going to look at how master pages work in Affinity Publisher, and this is version 2, works similar in version 1. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create us 4 pages. We're going to click on New here, or you can do it from your File menu up here. And I'm going to select letter, the American sizes in inches rather than the millimeters that are up here. And I'm going to just accept the default here. And under pages, I'm going to go and make sure I have 4 pages here. And under margins, I'm going to accept the default. Under bleed, I'm going to put in 1/8 of an inch, 0.125, and hit enter. And then I'm going to click create. So now you see we have 4 pages here created. And under your master pages panel up top, you'll see you have your master page right here. So let's close that back up. So the first thing I want to do after I have created the pages, I'm going to take my shape tool. I'm going to make me a rectangle. I'm just going to draw it out like that. And I'm going to go ahead and change the color so we can see it better. And then I'm going to select the move tool. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to stretch my shape out. And I'm going to make sure I have snapping on up here so it snaps to these guides up here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I need you to be able to see something that happens with the master pages. So we have us a colored shape here, and you'll notice we have this here in the layers panel, and we see the master pages is at the bottom, and that's going to be important for you to know that the master page layer is at the bottom and will remain at the bottom. That is the default. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to double click on the master page, and you'll see that this master page is going to be applied to every page in your document. And I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to start by selecting me another shape, let's say the diamond tool, and I'm going to draw me a diamond on the left side here. Let's change the color so we can see it a little bit better in this demonstration. So we have a yellow diamond here, and you'll notice that it shows up on all your pages on the left side. And now let's select the tool again and let's get a triangle. Let's draw a triangle over here on the right side. And you'll notice that it's on the right side of all your pages. Now let's double click this front cover page right here, and you'll notice we don't see any of the shapes on this front cover page, but it's there. If we go over to the layers panel and we toggle off here the layer that we created with that shape, we see that it is there, and you notice it here and you notice it over here. We turn it back on, and it's disappeared, and it's there, but it's covered up because, again, the master page is at the bottom layer by default. Now, if you wanted to unlink your master page from your cover page or your home page, your main page, your front page here, right click on it and click Clear Masters. Now if we turn this off, we notice it is gone. It's not showing up here or here. And of course, you can do that to any page. Same thing for any page you want to unlink the master page from, because what you do to the master page applies to all of your pages. So if you want to put it back, you simply go back and apply masters, click OK, and there it is. It shows back up again. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to show what happens when you add columns to your master pages. Something a little more practical. I'm going to use my move tool. I'm going to click on these shapes and I'm going to delete. Hit my delete key, or you can do your trash can and get rid of them. We're going to go to View. We're going to come down here to Guides, and you have your Guides panel show up. It is actually your Columns panel. Let's increase the columns to 3. And let's go ahead and raise up the bottom margin a little bit so we can add a page number. So we're going to raise that to 1.5 inches. And then we're going to click Close. Now you see that we have actually we have 4 columns. We put 4 there instead of 3, so anyhow, it still works. And it's hard to see over here, but if I double click on my page, you will see that they're there. They're on that page. They're on that. And if we were to, well, you can see it right through here, barely, but you can see it. It's applied to all the pages the column is. So now we're going to add page numbers to our pages. We're going to go and do it on the master page. We're going to double click the master page. And then we're going to come over here to our tools and select text frame tool. Click and drag us a spot, put our number. And then we're going to come up here to text. And we're going to go to insert fields page number. So now we have our page number in there. And then we're going to make sure our number is centered. Click center here. And we're going to go up here and grab our move tool. And hold down Alt, click and drag, and we're going to duplicate that number. And then I'm going to center up, drop it a little bit, and I'll make sure this one's centered up, looking at my snapping guides there. So we got our page numbers inserted now. And I know it's hard to see right now, but look, if we double click over here, we see we got page 2, page 3, and page 4. And if we turn this off, we have page 1. Let's go ahead and turn that back on. So now that's how master pages in Affinity Publisher work. If this has helped you, how about leaving a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and you have a good day.